Okay, so first I put on some primer, and I'm going to be using the OXX Mineral Primer, and this is anti-redness, so it is green, and I'm just going to put some of that on the back of my hand. Take it, rub it around, and then just put it all over my face. And I like to wear primer because it just makes my makeup last longer, which is always really, really good. Okay, so next up is foundation. So I have been mixing two foundations. The first one is the Avon Luxe, I don't know how to say it, Silken Foundation in the shade Natural Glamour. And then the other one is the OXX Matte Foundation in Light. So this is the one from Avon. It's really cute packaging. So I'm just going to do like 3 squirts and just go from there. And then I'm going to take my other foundation, just do, if it will come out, that'd be great. Shake it up, I'll be back. Okay, so I've got that on my hand, and now I'm just going to take my beauty blender, and I just wet it before I came into my bedroom. I'm going to mix the two shades together. Also, if I look up here, it's because that's where my mirror is, so I'm going to put that all over my face, a little bit on my nose. I'm going to blend it on my jawline and my neck because I hate having like makeup lines, so just use the last bits on my neck. So I'm going to blend it in and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've done my foundation. I've just moved you guys a little bit closer. So now I'm going to be taking my OXX concealer in Light, and I'm just going to put this on the back of my hand. I don't need heaps, just about that much. And I have heaps of OXX products because they're a very, very cheap makeup product, but they work really, really well. So I'm going to take my double-sided Avon brush. I'm going to take this side and dip it in the concealer. And I'm going to start by putting it under my eyes. And then on my nose, on the blemishes I have, which are mainly here. I have some blemishes down here. A little bit on my forehead. Some over here. And then I'm just going to put some just like around my nose because I get redness around my nose. Okay. And now I'm going to take my beauty blender again and I'm going to blend this all in. So just blend away. Nose. And this concealer, it's okay. I mean, it's not the most full coverage concealer. I mean, it's only $2, which obviously for $2 you're not going to expect it to be full coverage. But if you are looking for a new concealer and you don't have that much money, I highly suggest this one because it is a good concealer, especially when you use foundation. I'd say if you use your foundation with the concealer, it helps. So yeah. Okay, done that. Next I'm taking my Lakura, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it, I don't know. Lakura Beauty Compact Powder in Beige. It just looks like this. And I'm going to take my Avon powder brush. I'm just going to like dab it in there. And then I'm just going to set my entire face. Also, I just want to mention, I use this side and dip it in the powder. And I do it on this side under my eyes just because I feel like it works better. Okay, so now that like the base of my makeup is done, I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. So I use the OXX eyeliner pencil. I thought it was an eyebrow pencil, but turns out it wasn't. So, but it still does match my eyebrows really well, so that's a good thing. So I'm going to take this. I'm just going to start by doing like little strokes at the start because I'm more sparse at the start of my brows. And then I'm just going to bring it out to the arch. That's basically what I do. And then I take my eyebrow brush and I just brush through my eyebrows. And this is a good colour for my eyebrows. And this is a pretty good product as well. Once again, OXX. This was, I think, $4. I'm not exactly sure. But it does work really, really well. So I recommend this makeup brand. I don't know if you can get it in America, because I live in Australia and I get it from a shop that we have called Kmart. I don't know if you have it in America. But yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to brush through my eyebrows. And we're good. Okay, so now I'm moving on to my eyeshadow. So I'm first going to use the OXX Matte Clear Eye Primer. And this is a good eye primer. I really recommend you getting it. So it looks like this. And I just put some on the back of my hand. I don't need heaps. Hopefully I don't get it in my eye today. If you saw my video yesterday, I got it in my eye. And it was really, really painful. But I'm just going to take this brushes again. Actually, I think I might use my fingers, because yesterday I used a brush and that's how I got it in my eye. So I'm going to close my eyes for this. Just going to spread it all around. Can't exactly see what I'm doing because my eyes are shut. Okay, so it is a nice moisturizing primer, but there's also a stick to it, which means that's going to make the eyeshadow last very, very long. Okay, so I'm taking my Too Faced Sweet Peach eyeshadow palette. I love this eyeshadow palette. It is the absolute best eyeshadow palette in the entire world. So it just looks like this. And every day I start by doing a base color, and I take my Avon double-sided brush and I take the fluffy side, and I'm going to dip it in Nectar, that's the color I use as a base all over my whole eyelid. So just gonna do that. Okay, so I actually change up my eyeshadow every single day. So lately I've been keeping it like nice and natural, but I feel like today I kind of want to do it a bit more dark. So if I feel like doing it more dark, which I am today, I take Charmed, I'm Sure, which is like this darkish brown color. But if I'm not using that color, I'll use Puree, that color. But anyways, I'm going to take Charmed, I'm Sure, tap off excess, and I'm just going to start applying this in the crease of my eye. So just like that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I put Charmed, I'm Sure in my crease, and now just to like darken a little bit, I like to take the color Delectable. I do this every day, but if I'm not using Delectable, I'll use Peach Pit. But basically I'm just going to take Delectable and I'm just going to put it in the outer V, just like place it in the outer V. And then I'm going to take some transition colors and blend that out nicely. Okay, so then if I want like a little sparkle, I'll use either Luscious, which is this color right here, or Bellini. When I do a more natural look, I use Luscious, but when I do like a look like this, I like to use Bellini. So I just like get a Bellini on the side of my brush, just like that. And then I just like to apply that on my lid. When I feel like having some sparkle, I do this. If I don't want sparkle, then I won't do it. But anyways, now I'm just going to use all the same colours and line the bottom of my eye. Oh, and by the way, I'm taking the other side, which is an angled side. When I do my makeup with the eyeshadow, I tend to go a little bit up, a bit too high. So I just take my concealer and clean that up. Okay, so once I've done that, I take my eyelash curler. And I like to curl my eyelashes. And what I do is I just do like little bounces. And then I'll like go out. Like I'll show you guys. Like I do a couple bounces and then I just like to go out to give it a natural curl. Okay, for mascara, I love using waterproof mascara. So for the top, I use Avon Super Extending Hypnotize Mascara. And for my bottom eyelashes, I use the 100% waterproof mascara by Rimmel London. Okay, so now that I've done my eyes, I like to go back to my face. So I take the e.l.f. Blush and Bronzing Palette, and it just looks like this. and I take the bronzer on my, I think it's from Avon, I'm not too sure, but I just dab a couple times, tap off the excess, and just go like that, and I apply it to my cheekbones, my forehead, my jawline, and a little bit to my nose. So I'm gonna do that. And I like apply it with this brush first, and then I go over it with another brush and blend it. Okay, so now for my nose, I take this side of, no, I'm going to take this side. It's like a double-sided brush from an eyeshadow palette. I'm going to take this side and dab it like 2 times. And then what I do is I like to just go down the sides of my nose. And then the tip. Like that. And now I'm going to blend this all in. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to take the same palette and I'm going to use the blush. And for my blush, I like to take my Avon powder brush and I just like get some on there. And this isn't like a pigmented blush, it's more like a sparkly blush. So I'll just apply that to my cheeks. Okay, next I take my BYS highlighting trio, just like this. This is number 3, Glistening. And as you can tell, I like to use this colour a lot. So I just take my double-sided brush again, and this time I'm going to take the fluffy side. And I'm going to dip it in this colour. They don't have names of the colours. So I'm just going to get that colour. And I'm just going to apply it to my cheekbones. I love highlighter. It's like, I just love it. It looks amazing. And then I apply that to my nose. Little sparkly nose. Cupid's bow. And then I like to take some, my nose is very shiny, and put some in my inner corners. And a little bit on my brow bone. Just like that. Lastly is lipstick. I actually change up the colour of my lipstick every single day. So I have got these Avon lipsticks that my grandma gave me. If you saw my shopping haul, you would see these. But I'm going to use one of these colours. Lately I've been loving these types. So I'm just going to tip them out. And I have wanted to try this one called Silky Peach. Looks like this. It's like a nude colour. I'm not sure if it's going to show up, but we're going to try it. Ooh. It's a nice neutral colour. Okay, so that's a nice colour. So, because my eyes are a little bit darker, I'm going to add a bit of a darker colour. So, I think I'm going to use Rose Ribbon, if I can find it. What's this one? Red Kiss, Bronze Shimmer, Nude Perfection, Rose Ribbon. Here we go. And I'm just going to like dab it over the top. Just like that. Okay, so this is my everyday makeup look.